World Network. Dr. Ruth Anderson and Teri Angel here for a meditation today. Today we are doing something that we call meditation excavation. And that means that Teri and I are just going to sit here. We're going to meditate together. We invite you just to join in and meditate with us. We call it meditation excavation because we never have any idea what Spirit's going to share with us. It's always a learning. And it's always fascinating. So we're glad you're here. And Teri Angel, I'm glad you're here.
Thank you, Ruth. It's so good to be here.
Okay, well, should we dive in?
Yes, let's.
Okay.
This stay energy, and it is a full moon today. So we have that going on as well. There's a really high vibration. So let's call the angels in and lift us up even more. I invite you to take a breath into your heart center. Just fill your lungs up and watch as that stream of energy moves into the very core of your being. So while we're doing that, I'm going to invite in Archangel Raphael, our angel of healing. Raphael comes in with the energy of air, so you might feel a breeze or some air movement around you. Then we invite Archangel Michael to hold this as a sacred space, to guard and protect. Only love and light is welcome to come through, and Michael will hold that space for us. I invite Archangel Gabriel, our wonderful messenger angel, and Gabriel brings us clarity. Gabriel comes in with the energy of water. So if you feel refreshed, that's Gabriel's energy. And then we invite Archangel Uriel to ground us, to balance us, to take our focus down into the earth plane where we can connect in with Mama Gaia and start opening that channel for us to receive and to flow the energy from earth upward. And that's what we're doing now. Bring that energy up, up, up to your heart center. Anchor in that beautiful grounded energy. And then when you breathe in again, we're going to rise up higher and higher and higher yet until we get to the divine. And here we're just going to ask for all of divinity to join us, to bless this time together, to share with us what needs to be shared, and to use this open channel that we have to connect. So bringing that energy in with your breath into your heart, connecting the divine energy with the earth energy, and just feeling so immersed in love right now. Pure, unconditional love. And we invite you to join us in this meditation, surrounded by the angels, immersed in divine love. And let's just see what Spirit has for us today. Thank you to all who are joining in. Take a moment to really settle in and feel that energy surrounding you. Ah.
Thank you, Teri. You know, the Archangel Gabriel is so in the forefront this month. And for me personally, I know that he is for you as well right now. And he's presenting himself larger than the other archangels, which means he's going to have a prominent role in this meditation. But it's interesting because they're all dressed in warrior angelic garb.
Mm-hmm. I see that. And I got chills, Ruth, just visioning that. And as I was calling them in, I'm holding on to a healer stone that I've been using for about 6 or 7 years now. And it got very hot. So I know there's some healing that's going to happen from this meditation today.
Okay. So interestingly, I saw them take us up to the 25th floor. So it's interesting because they go with us every time we're there. So this feels a little bit different. So friends, if you've not been to the 25th floor with us, it's a space in the ethereal realm where folks in and no longer in bodies can show up. So there might be folks that are in soul version there, as well as those of us that are in bodies showing up in soul version. But it's a space where there is healing taking place on many different levels. It could be physical, spiritual, emotional, mental. And the healers are varied. Some of them are otherworldly, some of them are angelic. And of course, Christ is always there when we're there. But it was so interesting because when they presented on the 25th floor, huge energy came in. They are huge energy. And normally they will just escort us in and kind of walk in behind us and hold space with us. This time they're there for a different reason. Can you feel that, Teri? Can you see this?
I do, and they seem to be led by Gabriel.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, each angel has a different aspect, a different purpose for showing up. And Gabriel is all about clarity. So we're working on the mental level today. We're working on having a fuller understanding of who we are, who the angels are, and who God is. So I think everyone that's coming today to this 25th floor, it's not about any physical healing. It's about your concepts, your beliefs, looking more fully at who you are as a spirit being. It is very different from our normal 25th floor experience.
Two things. One, if you are not familiar with the 25th floor and want to hear a meditation that or two that take you there, check us out, Enlightened World Network on YouTube. Type in the small little search 25th floor. There's several meditations there. Second thought, Teri, is some of these folks are there for other kinds of healing, but the message is also the mental clarity, right? It's not just enough to have, and I'm getting goosebumps saying that, it's not just enough to have physical healing, but you also need the mental clarity, the spiritual clarity. And they're going in as healers today. I'm seeing that very clearly.
Yeah, it really starts with that belief that we can be healed. And that happens on the mental level, believing, trusting, just saying, I believe I can be healed, and feeling that then in your heart. Yeah, that's what Gabriel's bringing to us today.
And sometimes the healing isn't what you think it'll be. You might go in with oh, I've got this gut issue. I need that to be healed. But sometimes the healing is something very different than what you were intending or hoping it would be. Still valuable healing, but could be different.
Yeah, Ruth, it reminds me of the teaching from A Course in Miracles. We're never upset for the reason we think we are. And sometimes it's never that pain or that heartache. It's never whatever we think is going wrong. We have to go deeper. And so that makes sense that Gabriel is going to help us to have more clarity about whatever's happening. If it is a physical issue, what's lying beneath that, and get to the core of whatever it is.
So, Teri, as you were talking, I heard Gabriel start playing his trumpet. And it just like echoed over the entire 25th floor. And we know there's no sides. It just goes on and on and on. There's no limit to the size of the 25th floor. And this trumpet just filling this space. It's like there's healing in the sound.
Mm. Yeah, you just want to stop and listen. It commands attention.
Friends, see if you can see, hear, or feel any that we're talking about here using your third eye. Use your imagination if none of those things are coming to you, but allow yourself to just sit in this space, this divine space of angelic healing and clearing. The trumpet is so loud, it's like vibrating things on the table. Not like it hurts your ears, but it's that intense. What I'm hearing, Teri, that intensity, that it's so strong that's even, I mean, I'm looking at this glass of water on the table and it's vibrating it. This is a gift from the Creator. Gabriel and the other archangels are gifts from the Creator. The trumpet is a gift from the Creator, and music is a gift from the Creator. And the intensity of that gift is so profound. It reminds us the intensity of the Creator.
Mm. It's so beautiful. And music is also healing. So it makes sense that Gabriel would sound music during this healing session because it goes right to our very soul. It's a universal language we all can connect through music. So as he's playing his tune on the trumpet, it resonates with our energy centers, the chakras in our body. So I'm feeling it in my sacral area right now. It's where it's hitting me. And the sacral is all about pleasure, joy, um, being able to relax and feel into why we're here. And we're not here to suffer. We're here to enjoy this thing called life.
I'm hearing the words, everyone has to take notice. I mean, it's that intense that anybody in that space has to take notice.
Mhm.
Reminded of a sunset. I mean, when we've all seen those jaw-dropping, gorgeous sunsets, and one would think we all have to take notice, but we don't. So many people just look the other way or don't even think about looking at the sunsets anymore.
Mm.
How many of those things that the Creator provides for us that one would think we have to take notice, do we just bury our heads and not even pay attention to? I'm watching as Michael is going from table to table on the 25th floor. There are so many spaces for healing, each manned with like angels and healers. And there's always so many of these tables that are filled when we're here. And I'm just watching Michael as he's going from table to table with his sword, and he's cutting cords, cutting energetic cords as he goes. These guys are kind of ruthless today. I mean, not in a violent way, but intense way.
Mhm. There's an urgency to it. And I think it's the time that we're living in, that it's time for all of us to be more aware and pay attention to what's important. There's always distractions, always something that will pull our attention away. But if we just sit in the silence, and it's very silent here in the 25th floor, except for Gabriel's trumpet, so we can sit in that energy and immerse in it and really figure out what is important, what's priority, what do I need to focus on? That's part of the healing.
And Raphael is such a healer as well. And watching him go from table to table, and I hear him talking as he goes from table to table. It's like the archangels are hitting these folks on so many different levels. It's kind of like a one-stop shopping up there today.
Mhm.
Gary, what about Uriel?
Hmm.
I'm least familiar with you.
Yeah, it seems to be holding space for us. I don't see Uriel moving around a lot, except there's some people that aren't connected in as well with the earth energy and the grounding. So I see Uriel helping them to bring that cord down into the earth. But Uriel is keeping us all very centered, very balanced as we receive our healing. And that's important. We don't want to be scattered while we're working on what needs to be discovered inside of us that needs the healing. So pay attention. If it is a physical pain, pay attention to what's happening, what these angels are doing for you. Are they touching that part that maybe the cells just need a little activation to work correctly? Are they helping you to understand why there's pain in your body? Getting to the very core of it is essential. You don't just heal the symptoms. We have to take care of what's going on in there. I saw Uriel smile. It's yeah, I am here. Very humble. That's what I'm getting from this angel right now. He's very humble. He's okay with having Raphael go around and do healing sessions. He's okay with Gabriel sounding the trumpet and with Michael cutting cords. He's going to just be there and hold that space.
I just heard the words divine blueprint. And what that refers to me is that folks that are here are being taken back to their perfect divine blueprint. DNA, body cells. I'm seeing folks that I know here in the 3D in the room receiving treatment. Even if they're not aware of it in 3D, their souls know of this space and can come. Teri, I'm seeing the healing pool right next door. I don't know that I've seen that connection before.
No, I haven't either, but it makes sense.
It does. So friends, if you're not familiar with the healing pool here at Enlightened World Network, go to YouTube, Enlightened World Network, excuse me, in the small search, type healing pool, and there's different healing pool meditations. Looks like after people are receiving their treatments on the 25th floor, they're going over to the healing pool. I just heard Gabriel say, we're going to be here for a while.
Mhm.
What I love about these meditations, Teri, is that we know that these things are happening whether we're seeing them in meditation or not. We're just fortunate that they let us observe these things while they're happening.
I love that. And Ruth, I see the full moon reflected in the healing pool. Never seen anything reflected in it before. I only have focused on the people in there. But this full moon is, any full moon is about release, releasing what you don't need, what no longer serves you. And that's what people are doing when they go into that pool. And if you haven't encountered it before, it's not like a normal swimming pool or a lake. It's just this beautiful etheric energy. You don't even feel like you're wet when you go in it. You just soak up the energy of it. It's beautiful that we're in that place under the full moon.
Definitely feeling Divine Mother and her presence. She just walked up and handed somebody a towel. Sorry about the dogs. I'm sure you're hearing them.
I didn't hear them. But what I did hear is there are some people that can't even think about going swimming or going into a pool right now because it's so cold in so many places. So we haven't seen this for a while, but the dragons showed up, and the dragons are heating the water up with their breath. So if you're reluctant to take a dip into the healing pool. Don't worry that you might get cold or chilled. It's perfectly fine. It almost feels like a hot springs now.
We invite you all to stay as long as you want. We know that the archangels are going to be there for a while. Teri, is there anything else you would like to share before we step away from this view?
It's just so magnificent and peaceful. And this is what happens when we relax and let go, when we don't feel like we have to control something, our healing, our pain, whatever it might be, other people, when we can just immerse in the knowingness that we are taken care of, we're provided for, our every need is provided for. And yes, even healing, even when things are a little wonky inside and we're not feeling ourselves, we can just relax into the energy that can help us. These angels, they're here on purpose. They're here as helpers, as healers, as messengers. So relax into them. Allow them to help you to find that place of peace. Because in the peace, you're going to find the healing. When you let go and release any worries, any doubts, any mental constructs and beliefs that are not working for you, just take this moment to release all of that, either while you're in the 25th floor or while you're in the healing pool. And just feel the blessing that happens, the release, the light energy that happens when you do let go. I feel a lot lighter, Ruth.
I was hearing the words, the importance of the exhale, the release, the importance of the exhale.
Okay. Oh, definitely exhale. And you know, it's good sometimes to do a sigh when you exhale. It's like we breathe so unconsciously. It just happens. It's what we do as humans, but we're not fully breathing. We're not inhaling deeply into our lungs. And when we can sigh that breath out, let's do it together. Breathe in deeply. Just let it go. Let it go. And there's something about doing that sigh. It's like your whole body relaxes with it. And you know that you've done something. So that's what I was getting, is just with the release, let it go. And then it's away from you. It's away from your body, from your mind. And it feels so much lighter when you do that.
What a fascinating meditation.
Definitely is.
Wow, to see those archangels in their warrior mode is really awe-inspiring. Yeah. All right, Teri, anything else?
I think that's it for the meditation. Gabriel is so happy that we highlighted him today, and he's being highlighted for a month starting today. We're working on bringing information about the angels. So tonight we're going to have an activation by this beautiful angel. We're going to teach some about what he's all about, his energy, how to connect fully with him, and then he will actually do an activation for us. So I hope that people will be intrigued and curious and invite that energy in. That happens tonight at 7 o'clock right here on Enlightened World Network.
7:00 p.m. Eastern.
In time.
Yeah, perfect. Friends, thank you so much for being here, witnessing how spirit and angels are working in our lives today. So glad you're here. And Teri, Angel, walking this walk with you, my friend. I'm so glad to be here with you.
I'm so glad we're together with it. Thank you.
Yeah. So friends,